Jnana-kosha, Vedas.
ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवस्त्रमस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पदानः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्
Nirlamba Upanishad. In Shukla Yajurveda. It is an independent text of Hindu philosophy. It tries to investigate what is Brahma and concludes that the sannyasi has a better chance of attaining salvation by following the proper methods. Hari Om. I shall relate in the form of a casteism whatever should be known for the removal of all miseries that befall these ignorant creatures. What is Brahman? Who is Ishvara? Who is Jiva? What is Prakriti? Who is Paramatma? Who is Brahma? Who is Vishnu? Who is Rudra? Who is Indra? Who is Yama? Who is Surya? Who is Chandra? Who are Devas? Who are Rakshasas? Who are Pisachas? Who are Manushyas? Who are women? Who are Pashus? What is Sthavara? Who are Brahmans and others? What is Jati? What is Karma? What is Akarma? What is Jnana? What is Ajnana? What is Sukha? What is Dukkha? What is Swarga? What is Naraka? What is Bandha? What is Moksha? Who is Upasya? Who is Vidwan? Who is Mudha? What is Asura? What is Tapas? What is Paramapada? What is Grahavya? What is Agrahaya? Who is Sannyasi? Thus are the questions. What is Brahma? It is Chanaya that appears through the aspects of karma and jnana as this vast mundane egg composed of Mahan, Ahankara and the five elements earth, water, fire, Vayu and Akash that is secondless, that is devoid of all upadhit vehicles, that is full of all sakhis is potencies, that is without beginning and end, that is described as pure, beneficial, peaceful and gunaless, and that is indescribable. Who is Ishvara and what are his characteristics? Brahma itself, having through his Shakti called Prakriti, matter, created the worlds and being latent in them becomes the ruler of Buddhi and Indriyas, organs of the sense and action, as well as Brahma, the creator, and others. Hence he is named Ishvara. Who is Jiva? Ishvara himself, subject to the false superimposition upon himself of the idea I am the gross through the assumption of the names and forms of Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Indra and others is Jiva. Though one, he appears as many Jivas through the force of the different karmas originating the bodies. What is Prakriti? It is nothing else but the Shakti, potency of Brahman, which is of the nature of Buddhi, that is able to produce the many mortally worlds by virtue of the mere presence of Brahma. What is Paramatma? The Supreme Atma or Soul. It is Brahma alone that is Paramatma, as it the former is far superior to bodies and others. Who is Brahma, the creator? Who is Vishnu, the preserver? Who is Rudra, the destroyer? Who is Indra? Who is Yama, the angel of death? Who is Surya, the sun? Who is Chandra, the moon? Who are Devas, the angels? Who are Asuras, the demons? Who are Pisachas, the evil spirits? Who are Manushyas, the men? Who are women? What are beasts? What are the Sthavaras, fixed ones? Who are the Brahmans and others? The Brahman is Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra and Indra, Yama, sun and moon, Devas, Asuras, Pisachas, men, women, beasts, etc., the fixed ones, Brahmanas and others. Here there is no manyness in the least degree, all this is verily Brahman. What is Jati and Jati? It cannot refer to the skin, the blood, the flesh or the bone. There is no caste for Atma. Caste is only conventional. What is karma? Karma is that action alone which is performed by the organs and ascribed to Atma as I do, attributed to Atma. What is akarma? Akarma is the performance without any desire for the fruits of the daily and occasional rites, sacrifices, oaths, austerities, gifts and other actions that are associated with the egoism of the actor and the enjoyer and that are productive of bondage, rebirth. What is jnana? It is the realization by direct cognition of the fact that in this changing universe there is nothing but Chaitanya, the one life that is consciousness, that is of the form of the seed and the seed, pervading all things, that is the same in all and that is not subject to changes like pot, cloth. This realization is brought about by means of subjugation of the body and the senses, the serving of the good guru, the hearing of the exposition of Vedantic doctrines and constant meditation thereon. What is ajnana? It is the illusory attribution like the snake in the rope of many Atma souls through the diverse upadhis, the vehicles of the angels, beasts, men, the fixed ones, females, males, castes and orders of life, bondage and emancipation, to Brahman that is secondless, all permeating and of the nature of all. What is sukha? Happiness. It is a state of being of the nature of bliss, having cognized through experience the reality of Sajidananda, or that which is beingness, consciousness and bliss. What is dukkha? Pains. It is the mere sankalpa for the thinking of the objects of mundane existence for not self according to the Bombay. What is Swarga? Heaven. It is the association with Sa, that is true, Sat. What is Naraka? It is the association with which brings about this mundane existence which is Asat, false. What is Bandha? Bondage. Such sankalpas as I was born, arising from the affinities of beginningless, ajnana form bondage. The thought obscuration, the mental ignorance of the mundane existence of mind in such as father, mother, brother, wife, child, house, gardens, lands, forms of bondage. The thoughts of I-ness as actor or bondage. The thought of the development in oneself of the 8 siddhis, higher psychological powers as anima and others is bondage. The thought of appropriating the angels, men, is bondage. The thought of going through the 8 means of yoga practice, yama, is bondage. The thought of performing the duties of one's own caste and order of life is bondage. The thought that command, fear and doubt are the attributes pertaining to Atma is bondage. The thought of knowing the rules of performing sacrifices, oaths, austerity and gift is bondage. Even the mere thought of desire for moksha is bondage. By the very act of thought, bondage is caused. What is moksha? Moksha is the state of the annihilation through the discrimination of the eternal from the non-eternal of all thoughts of bondage, like those of mind in the objects of pleasure and pain, lands in this transitory mundane existence. Who is Upasya? That Guru who enables to attain to Brahma, the consciousness that is in all bodies. Who is Shishya? The disciple is that Brahman alone that remains after the consciousness of the universe has been lost in him through Brahmic wisdom. Who is Vidwan? It is he who has cognized the true form of his own consciousness that is latent in all. Who is Madha? Ignorant. He who has the egoistic conception of the body, caste, orders of life, actor, enjoyer, and others. What is Asura? It is the tapas practiced by one inflicting trouble on the Atman within through japa, abstinence, food, Agnihotra, the performance of the worship of fire, attended with cruel desire, hatred, pain, hypocrisy, and the rest, for the purpose of acquiring the powers of Vishnu, Brahma, Rudra, Indra, and others. What is tapas? Tapas is the act of burning through the fire of direct cognition of the knowledge that the Brahman is the truth and the universe, amid the seed of the deep-rooted desire to attain the powers of Brahma. What is Paramadata? It is the seat of the eternal and emancipated Brahma, which is far superior to pranas, the vital airs, the organs of the sense and actions, the internal organs, the gunas and others, which is the nature of Sachidananda and which is the witness to all. What is Graha? For fit to be taken in. Only that reality of absolute consciousness which is not conditioned by space, time, or substance. What is Agrahasya? The thought that this universe is truth, this universe which is different from oneself and which, being subject to the Maya, forms the objection of buddhi and the organs. Who is the sannyasi? A sannyasi is an ascetic who, having given up all the duties of caste and orders of life, good and bad actions, being freed from the conceptions of I and mine, and having taken his refuge in Brahman, alone roams at large, practicing Nirvikalpa Samadhi and being firmly conceived of I am Brahman through the realization of the meaning of such sacred sentences as thou art that, all this is verily Brahman, and here there is no manyness in the least. He only is an emancipated person, he only is fit to be adored, he only is a yogin, he only is a paramahamsa, he only is an avadhuta, he only is a Brahman. Whoever studies the Nirlamba Upanishad becomes, through the grace of Guru, pure like fire. He becomes pure like Vayu. He does not return. He is not born again. Nay, he is not born again. Such is the Upanishad.